Hello everyone, welcome to my review of The Search for Tsunade arc in Naruto. This is the fourth arc of the Naruto manga, because anime has its own filler arcs involved, fourth arc of the manga. It might be the fourth arc of the anime as well. Don't quote me on anything. But I'll be splitting up the chapters by what I feel like goes together and giving my thoughts at the end of the groupings. Let's just jump into it. Chapter 39 through 33. We see two guys in robes staying at the Hidden Leaf Village, and one of them has the Sharingan. 2 days later, everyone is at the Hokage's funeral, mourning him. Iruka is remembering about the time that Hokage was helping him mourn and heal after his parents' death. Jiraiya is thinking about how the foe used to be his teacher with Orochimaru and Tsunade being his teammates. Naruto asks Iruka why people look for love for others and respond, they want to protect things that are precious to them. Naruto responds with, I'm starting to figure that out, as he, did last arc with Konoha crushed, and he saw that firsthand with Haku, with Zabuza, and the Pillars/Land of Waves arc. And before Hokage left his will fire to pass on to the people of Konoha, the chief counselors of the Leaf want to talk to Jiraiya. We kind of cut to Orochimaru for a second, and we learned that Orochimaru originally wanted Sasuke's brother Itachi, but Itachi is too strong for Orochimaru. And Orochimaru states, hey, that's the reason why I run from a certain organization, which we learned a bit more in a second. And the organization has some bling bling in terms of wings.
I bling bling, I bling bling. You can tell it because it says it on my ring.
They're all well. And then we learn that Orochimaru came for Kasakage before the Tsunade exams, and that's how he became the Kasakage I noticed, because he was in disguise the whole time. Then we cut back to the chief counselors want to make Jiraiya the world of Hokage, but he suggests it's Tsunade instead. And then we cut to the two men from earlier that have wings similar to Orochimaru. Kakashi, Asuma, and Kunai are onto them. They suspect that they're, dangerous. Asuma and Kunai confront the two man robes. One of the men is Itachi Uchiha, Sasuke's brother, the one who murdered everyone of the Itachi clan besides Sasuke. And the other one is Kazumi, who has one of the 7 souls of the Hidden Mist. Both are big time outlaws. One committed genocide, and the other criminal activities, more or less. And then, of course, the fight begins, because why wouldn't it be? Kunai tries to use Genjutsu against Itachi, but Itachi reverses Kunai's Genjutsu back at her. Asuma is being attacked by Kusume's sword Saha, but Kakashi shows up to help. Itachi mentions they are looking for something in the leaf. Kakashi tries to, uses a water clone, but then Itachi uses a clone that just goes boom boom! Itachi uses his Machiko Sharingan to use Tsukunome to make Kakashi think he's being stabbed over and over for 72 hours in a special realm, but it's really moments on pass. Itachi says he's after Naruto, and the organization that Itachi and Kazumi and Orochimaru used to be a part of is called the Akatsuki, and they want to take Kakashi with them because he knows too much. And then Might Guide shows up, and this causes Itachi and Kazuma to retreat because it goes, too much people are gonna come at this point. And then we cut to Jiraiya, and he's taking Naruto with him in search of Tsunade, and promises him to teach him a new jutsu. The beginning of this arc is very awesome. A great introduction to Itachi. We see how badass he is. Even though, we don't really see his Manga Sharingan yet. I like how they decide to keep it hidden. But, Itachi's introduction is so great, and it's, also springs in, the main purpose of this arc, while just Actually, while signing up for next arc also, which we get to that arc when we get to that arc, but Kishimoto really did basically set 2 arcs and the beginning of one, which I think is very skill writing on his part, and it all feels natural. It doesn't feel like too much is coming at us. It's really giving us something that feels very natural and good. So really praise to him on that. And then moving on to chapters 144 through 148. Jiraiya doesn't like the fact that Naruto calls him Povey Sage. Sasuke is upset about how much Naruto has improved because he feels like he isn't as improving as much as Naruto. Because Naruto is supposed to be the failed, and Sasuke is supposed to be the gifted child of like prodigy, and he feels like I'm not improving as much as number one knucklehead of ninja believe. Sasuke hears that Itachi show up in the village and is after Naruto. And Sasuke goes after Naruto after seeing Kakashi's bedwin. Jiraiya tells Naruto to go to the hotel room as he hangs out with a pretty lady. Sasuke washes over to a hotel room thinking it's like Naruto's, but he got the wrong room. And then Itachi shows up in Naruto's room. And let me just say, the panel of like Itachi looking down at Naruto is like one of my favorite panels up to this point. I just love how menacing Itachi looks staying down at Naruto. And I remember because I was watching like Naruto when I was from my parents. Like it's like, this is too violent for you. We won't let you watch this. But I kind of like some episodes here and there. And I just remember like turning on like Naruto, and it's like the end, like it was this episode, the end of it, and I remember like the like music and everything, and just how menacing Itachi looked looking down at Naruto. So we get like a flashback of like Sasuke and Itachi's interaction when they were younger, and how Itachi seems to not really have time for Sasuke, and he will like flick Sasuke's forehead, and then we cut to Itachi killing their parents in front of Sasuke. Sasuke finds Naruto, Itachi, and Kasame. I probably butchered that. I probably butchered a lot of names here. But moving on, Naruto realizes that Itachi's the one that Sasuke wants to kill. We get now a flashback of Itachi telling Sasuke if he wants to kill him, he has to have hate in his heart. Sasuke uses his Chidori, but Itachi stops it. Naruto tries to use the summoning jutsu, but Kasame uses Sahara to eat away at Naruto's chakra. Jiraiya shows up. Kasame and Itachi put Genjutsu on the woman Oro to separate Jiraiya from Naruto. Naruto learns that 2 are after him, and so that kind of freaked him out a bit. Sasuke got back up to just get his ass handed to him. Itachi uses Tsunade to make Sasuke relive his parents' murder. Jiraiya uses Toe Mouth Trap to get Sasuke away from Itachi. Itachi tells Sasuke that he doesn't have enough hate to beat him. Itachi uses Amaterasu to burn through the Toe Mouth Trap and retrieve Kasame. My guy came a little too late and kicks Jiraiya in the face because he thought Jiraiya was like Itachi or Kasame. And now Sasuke is in the same state as Kakashi. Jiraiya says that the Queen of Slugs and Elixirs, Tsunade, would be able to heal Sasuke and Kakashi. These group of chapters are also excellent. If you didn't think Itachi was a badass beforehand, you probably get that feeling now, like Itachi really just walked shit. He's a scene stealer in this arc, and I love it. And I love how it didn't also devalue like Jiraiya. Also, because Jiraiya chose to be a very skilled, resourceful ninja of himself. And I also like that, again, this shows us build up for this arc and the next arc at the same time, which is, again, genius on Kishimoto's part. We're still in that kind of build up phase, but it's really executed, and I love Sasuke's interaction with Itachi as he basically just tries to fire all of his hatred in his heart at his brother, but is unsuccessful at doing anything to him because he's just outclassed. So moving on to chapter 49 through 53. My guy gives Naruto a jumpsuit, but Jiraiya's like, no, please don't wear that. Jiraiya tells Naruto that Akatsuki, one of the 9 tails inside of him. Tsunade is also known as the legendary loser when it comes to gambling. How much losing you have to do on gambling to be known as the legendary loser? That is like depressing levels of losing to be that famous for it. I really feel bad for them. Jiraiya and Naruto are collecting info in a city but has a festival going on. Jiraiya is holding on to Naruto's money because he says that greed, pretty ladies, and drinks are the three things that corrupt a ninja. And then like Naruto's having fun at a festival, we see Chasu Max.
And Vegeta! Look! A Pokemon!
But like when Naruto reunites with Jiraiya spent all of Naruto's money on drinks and pretty ladies. Jiraiya chose Naruto the jutsu he wants to teach him on a punk. Naruto's using water balloons to use chakra to rotate the water inside of the balloons to make it pop. Naruto's having a hard time making the balloons pop. Naruto was rotating his chakra counterclockwise, when his chakra ninja is clockwise, so that's giving him some troubles. And then Jiraiya explains that this jutsu was made by the Fofo Kage and took him 3 years to like make and master and Chef kiss it. And he says there's going to be 3 levels of training. The water balloon is number 1, and you learn for others as you pass. Naruto sees a cat playing with a water balloon and gives him an idea to make him able to pop the balloon. And Naruto figured out that he needed to rotate his chakra all around the balloon, not just in one direction, to make it able to pop. And Jiraiya states that Naruto's training is taking a toll on his chakra systems inside of his body. Now Naruto has to boast a rubber ball. When in town, Naruto says a follow and son together, and that makes like Naruto feel loneliness, and makes him ask Jiraiya, can he watch his training? But Jiraiya says, no, you need to learn this yourself. I'm not gonna be here to hold your head. But like when like Naruto is able to like not boast for rubber balls, just make a hole out of it, Jiraiya gives him a popsicle, like the father did to his son, to be like, hey, good job. And that way tugged away at Naruto's heartstrings, because he doesn't have like a father figure in his life. And the closest one is probably Ruka. But he feels a special bond with Jiraiya, which is nice to see. And then we cut to Jiraiya draws a mark on Naruto's hand to be like, focus your chakra here to help him out. Orochimaru isn't doing so hard with his hands right now and arms, and is looking for Tsunade to heal him. We find out that Jiraiya knows where Tsunade is. I really like these chapters. I love myself a good training arc. And I love how Naruto figures out how do Jiraiya's training by like, oh, here's a kitty cat. Oh, that's how you got to bows, because the water balloons are moving it. Like, the rotation of the water is going all over the place. It's very unique training. It feels fun. So yeah, like thumbs up all around for that. And a good character moment between Naruto and Jiraiya. Chapters 54 through 57. Tsunade wants to get out of town fast because she's got a bad feeling. Tsunade is a top-tier medical specialist. Naruto was able to make the rubber ball pop and set himself flying after remember what Ruka said about focusing. Orochimaru finds Tsunade, and then we cut to talk about the first stage of training to keep the power and rotation of chakra and high and compressing it not to pop the balloon in Naruto's hand. And then we cut back to Orochimaru. Orochimaru tells Tsunade that he lost the use of his arms when he killed the Hokage. Chizune, Tsunade's apprentice, attacks Orochimaru, but Tsunade tells her to stand down. Tsunade tells Orochimaru that she would not help him with his arms. Orochimaru tells her that he would bring back the people that she lost if she heals his arms. Then we cut Jiraiya. Jiraiya had to gamble for info on Tsunade, and due to Naruto failing his training, that caused Jiraiya to win the dice game because the impact blow of the dice was into landing on good luck for Jiraiya. And we learned that Naruto has an act for gambling. Orochimaru said he would destroy the leaf of Tsunade, heal his arms. Naruto and Jiraiya heard that a giant snake destroyed the castle in town, and Jiraiya knows who that Orochimaru was nearby. Orochimaru gives Tsunade a week to answer, and he says, "You need to kill 2 people for me to use the reanimation jutsu." Tsunade also has a feel of blood. Jiraiya finds Tsunade after Orochimaru has left, and Jiraiya says, "Hey, we want you as the 5th Hokage." This is great setup for the rest of the arc. Kind of sets up the stakes and sets up the dilemma for Tsunade. Moving on to chapters 58 through 62. Tsunade turns down the title of Hokage, saying that to risk your life as Hokage is a fool's errand. A foolish fool's errand! And that the title of Hokage is a joke. Naruto picks a fight with Tsunade because he can't stand her trash talking the past Hokage. Tsunade is schooling Naruto with one thing. Naruto reminds Tsunade of her brother and her lover that happens to be Shinizu's uncle. Naruto tries to use the new jutsu he learned against Tsunade. Tsunade destroys the ground from underneath Naruto, blocking the attack, and we learn that the jutsu's name is the Rasengan. Naruto says he would master the Rasengan in 3 days, so Tsunade takes him up on that offer. She says, "Yeah, 1 week, kid. If you can master in 1 week, I'll admit you can become a Hokage and give you the necklace around my neck. But if you don't, I got you money." She's robbing a kid. She made a bet to rob a kid. Jiraiya talks to him and it's like, "Hey, I doubt you don't understand the Hokage's feelings of wanting to protect the village. But if you try anything to betray the village, I will kill you." And Shizune comes to Naruto to explain to him Tsunade's past, starting with, anyone who has wear that necklace besides Tsunade has died. And talks about Tsunade's brother who wanted to be Hokage. Very similar to Naruto. After he got gifted that necklace by Tsunade, died in the world effort. And then we see that Tsunade was trying to push for a medical ninja to be on every ninja squad, every ninja team to help out with injuries, but got turned down. And man stand up for her and say, "Hey, I think that's a great idea too." And that man turned out to be her future lover. And after she gave him the necklace, he died after Tsunade tried to desperately save his life. But that's how she developed a fear of blood, because there's just blood everywhere and she couldn't save him. And after hearing this, Naruto goes off to train. And we see Naruto training hard as Tsunade thinking about what to do. Jiraiya goes to talk to Tsunade on the 6th night as she drugs him. Shizu helps pass out Naruto due to him training hard. Tsunade knocks out Shizu out cold. Naruto wakes up Shizune, and then Jiraiya comes to them still drugged. Shizune explains everything to Naruto and Jiraiya. Tsunade says that she will fix Orochimaru's arms if he doesn't mess with the Leaf Village. I think these groups of chapters are great. People always say Kishimoto cannot write female characters. That is bullshit. I think he did an excellent job making Tsunade a great counterweight to Naruto's character. Someone who doesn't have the title of Hokage as high as regard as Naruto, and is off of the title of Hokage but doesn't want it, when Naruto isn't off of the title of Hokage but wants it so badly. And like her past, you get why she has the feelings that she has. 2 people that she really care about in her life want to be Hokage so badly, and wanted to change the world, and would put their life on the line for the village, but they died before they could really do anything to change it. And I mean, that probably would very much harm someone's point of view of the world. And for people who say that Kishimoto cannot write female characters, talk about the hatred of one specific character, like, I don't like that girl as much as the next person, but come on. Like, that doesn't apply to every female character the man has wrote. Just saying. And the dilemma that Tsunade is going through would be hard for most people, if not everyone, to decide what you wanted to do. But here we are, final group of chapters. Chapter 63 through 71. Kabuto stops Tsunade because he knows that she really was planning on killing Orochimaru. Tsunade says that she can't betray the feelings that her brother and her lover had about protecting the Leaf Village. Tsunade starts to fight Kabuto and Orochimaru. Kabuto mentions that he saw Jiraiya to Orochimaru. Tsunade fighting Kabuto looks so great. I love the pairing and artwork for it. Kabuto is making it so that Tsunade's monsters are cut without actually cutting her skin. Tsunade is still able to fight and attacks Kabuto's nervous system. Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Naruto shows up. Naruto finds out that Kabuto works for Orochimaru after Kabuto covers Tsunade in blood. Naruto tries his child clones, but that didn't work. Tsunade tries to help, but that doesn't work. Naruto is told to stay out of the fighting. Orochimaru summons giant snakes! Snake. Since Jiraiya is still feeling the effects of drugs, he doesn't have proper China control, so he just summons Gamakuchi instead of Gamaboro. Naruto tries to summon two, but it summons a toad named Gamatusu. How butchered that, I know. Jiraiya uses Yoma Dog Swamp to stop one of the snakes from moving. Tsunade tries to pose a Kabuto, but he goes underground to attack and just freaking yanks her down. Not underground, but knocks her down to the ground. Naruto's leg gets crushed by one of the giant snakes. Jiraiya tries to block Orochimaru with Neo-Jutsu, but it doesn't work. Shizu's down. Jiraiya says that the number of jutsu isn't what makes a great ninja, but the will to never give up, as you see Naruto blocking Kabuto from attacking Tsunade. Naruto tries to use Rasengan, but it fails. Kabuto cuts a muscle in Naruto's legs. Kabuto makes fun of Naruto for having big dreams, because the reason why you are able to shout your dreams is because you're young and don't have experience. You don't realize how horrible the world is, and you can't achieve your dreams if you're dead. Naruto summons a shadow clone, and as this is happening, Tsunade is reminded of the two people she has lost in her life. And Kabuto comes charging in at Naruto with a kunai, and Naruto just grabs it and locks Kabuto in place, which is super cool. And then he uses the shadow clone to help him successfully use the Rasengan. It's probably one of my favorite moments in Naruto, just because Naruto's hey man, I'm not gonna die until I become Hokage, and just fucking shuts Rasengan and Kabuto's torso, and he goes flying, and Kabuto tries to heal himself, but he couldn't heal himself enough and still took substantial damage from Rasengan. But Naruto is down too, because Kabuto caught a heart monster in Naruto, and Tsunade is desperately trying to save him. And Naruto is still alive, and she gives him the necklace for being able to use the Rasengan. And Orochimaru is now trying to kill Naruto because he used the Rasengan, he must die now. Because Orochimaru treated him as a joke up to this point, but it's oh shit, this guy is dangerous to leave alone. Tsunade protects Naruto, taking a sword to the chest. Tsunade says she would protect Naruto because one day he would become Hokage. Tsunade undoes her seal of Infu Kai and heals herself as she accepts the title of 5th Hokage. By healing herself using a cell and cell division, it shows the lifespan. The manga does differentiate healing and rejuvenation, which, yes, I guess technically there is a difference. Most people use them interchangeably. Just, the most important part is using cell division to, rejuvenate, heal, whatever you want to truly call it. But it shows the lifespan. All 3 legendary ninjas use the summoning jutsu. Orochimaru is on walking, standing with his summon Madara. Not Madara. Mada. Orochimaru is on walking, standing with Mada. Kasunu, the slug that Tsunade summoned, can spray acid, but Mada dodges. Bonta attacks with his sword. It's been a while since I watched this. Maybe I should have listened to some clips before I try to pronounce these names. But Cassini can divide herself into mini slugs. Gambua uses toe fire bombs. Tsunade uses Gambua's soul to literally stab Manga in the, like, mouth, basically. But mouth snot. Orochimaru tries to kill Tsunade, but gets punched in the face. Manga leaves. Orochimaru and Kabuto flees as Jiraiya and Tsunade alone that Orochimaru can take over bodies. Tsunade looks old after the battle, but we look young again after some rest. After pointing out Tsunade's flaws, she takes Naruto outside the restaurant they were when they first met. Instead of being his ass again, she kisses him on the forehead and says, "A good man, become a good man and a great Hokage." I think the confrontation between Orochimaru and Tsunade and Jiraiya is fantastic. Tsunade's arc and this arc feels so natural that she feels boned by this world, but she sees Naruto, who reminds her of people she lost, brimming with the same hope that they are, and is able to put his words into actions, and that she's like, I put my trust in someone like this one more time, and really help her improve her worldview into a more positive one, and Naruto gets a Kunu Jutsu in the process. And I love Naruto's unwillingness to give up, keeps inspiring people to change and be better. And this arc overall is very well done. It's showed, then again, the tuning exams, but like, I feel like it's Vei's hard win. Like, Tsunade again is a great new character that Kishimoto write very well, and I like more of Jiraiya. I liked his interactions with everyone in this story, in this arc, and I like Naruto's growth throughout this arc as well. So with that being said, I give Search for Tsunade a 9 out of 10. So thank you all for coming out. This has been a fun review. I loved reading this manga arc so much. So again, thank you all for coming out. If you liked the review, hit the like button. If you disliked the review, hit the dislike button, whatever it's called. It's like, if you dislike, and my brain struggled to say dislike button. And then hit the subscribe button if you want to see more for us reviews. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.